Gordon Ryan, nice to see you, man.
Yes.
How are you doing tonight? How would you think about the tournament, Garry's win?
I thought it was awesome. Couldn't have went much smoother than that. All of his matches were pretty short. He had one decently long match, but he spent the entire time just viciously breaking his opponent until he eventually had to tap. All relatively short matches and all submissions. So no complaints from me. I'm very happy with the results of tonight.
Yeah, there's a lot of familiar faces in this tournament, and obviously some new ones. In terms of preparation, what did you guys work on for this tournament?
So the camp for ADCC was mostly positional things, a lot of wrestling, and then using positions to go into submissions. So we had to change gears, pretty drastically, going from ADCC right to an EBI camp.
Yeah.
So we went from doing mostly positional stuff and standing position to going right into sharpening submission skills.
Nice.
As soon as we finished ADCC camp, we went right into doing a lot of the EBI overtime rounds and really sharpening up the skills that we had as far as submissions go, to be able to chain submissions together, mechanics of finishing and tightness of submissions and things like that. So we went from the ADCC camp into this, and it meshed really well.
Nice, man. And talk about your upcoming event. It's coming up soon.
Yeah.
Defending your title.
Yeah. So we had the EBI Absolute. And the first EBI Absolute was the one that I won.
Yeah.
And it was really that was like the tournament that broke me out onto the jiu-jitsu scene.
It did.
I'm really excited to compete and defend my title. Some big names coming in. I know that Herbert Santos was released, so I know he's one of the top guys right now. Vinny's always tough. Craig Jones is on a roll right now, so there's a lot of tough guys in that one. So I'm excited to.
A lot of familiar faces in that tournament too.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm excited for that.
Yeah. And talk about your progression, man. You look good. You look big.
Getting there, yeah.
Yeah, man.
So I'm trying to put on some weight for my Abu Dhabi weight class because I was so small for the weight class. And Garry always does 170, so I always have to go up.
You have to go up.
So I try to gain a little bit of weight to get out of Garry's weight class, and just getting ready to compete in the gi now and start my MMA training. Yeah. So I'm excited about that. And
so Garry signed with one. Has anybody talked to you? Has there been any conversations?
There have been a couple MMA organizations that contacted me.
Yeah.
Right now we're trying to decide whether or not to focus on just gi jiu-jitsu and move into MMA, or to make gi jiu-jitsu my main focus and do MMA as kind of a side project to work on both at the same time.
Yeah.
So that's something we have to discuss when we get back into town. But right now I'm just training in the gi and starting to train for MMA. So I'm ready for both when the time comes to compete. And then we'll take it from there.
Yeah, in terms of striking, or how often do you work on your striking, and who do you work with?
So I was working with one of the guys at Henzo's for a while, and then it was just like jiu-jitsu camp after jiu-jitsu camp after jiu-jitsu camp. So I haven't really been working too much. Striking definitely needs a lot of development, and the overall MMA skills still need a lot of development. But we're gonna start training hard now, especially with George fighting and with Garry starting to fight now.
Yeah.
So the skills are gonna come.
What's the weight class that you're looking to compete in?
I'm not really sure. I'm probably going to try to gain weight for jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
So right now I'll probably end up fighting at 205.
Okay, yeah. Any organizations that you would like? I know.
It depends. One is definitely an option. Yeah, they signed Garry and they put on a great event. Obviously everyone wants to fight in the UFC. So I need to actually learn how to fight MMA before I think about fighting at the highest levels of the sport. So it's just gonna be a progression of fights, and we'll take it as they come.
Yeah. So. Obviously the Danaher squad is you guys are known for your leg locks. How do you see? You don't see it too much in MMA. I mean, guys successfully getting it over and over again. Is that something that you guys are working on in terms of using that striking to open up the possibility of getting the leg locks, or even more options in MMA?
I mean, I definitely think that leg locks will work in MMA. I just think that people that have done them in MMA have not been very good at them, or they have other major holes in their game that prevent them from winning consecutively. Like Paul Harris is very good at leg locks, but he has other holes in his game, so he's not really consistent with his wins. So I think having a complete game, and on top of that being able to go into our favorite attacking positions and go into finishes from there.
Yeah, nice, man. So you got the absolutes coming up. What else do you have?
So I have a super fight coming up the weekend after, a no-gi match. I just signed the contract, so I can't release the name yet.
Okay.
But that's going to be in New York, and it's against one of the people who won Abu Dhabi this year. So that should be fun.
Looking forward to that. All right, thank you so much, man. Good
Absolutely.
catching up with you, man.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.